So Meghan Markle's Netflix show With Love Meghan was supposed to premiere on January 15th, right before my birthday. So, yay! Unfortunately, though, it has been postponed, delayed because of the California wildfires. Hi everyone, I'm Star Chairs, and in this channel, we analyze videos through a PR technical perspective. At first glance, it seems like a really thoughtful move, right? But wait, I mean, pausing a project to show sensitivity during a crisis is respectable. Okay, we're good so far, right? But let's be honest, does anyone else feel, and let me know if I'm wrong, like this might be a little bit grandiose? It's almost as if she thinks the world revolves around her and her show. Does delaying a cooking show really make a difference to people dealing with actual wildfires? Just like when she showed up to the evacuation center in California helping? Let's look at the article. All right, so this is an article from People magazine. It says Meghan Markle has decided to postpone the release date of new Netflix series With Love Meghan as wildfires continue to devastate her hometown of Los Angeles. Right here, this cracks me up because it says at the request of Meghan. And with the full support of Netflix, the release of the series, a heartfelt tribute to the beauty of Southern California, has been moved from its previous January 15th premiere date to March 4th due to the ongoing devastation caused by the Los Angeles wildfires. I'm thankful to my partners at Netflix for supporting me in delaying the launch as we focus on the needs of those impacted by the wildfires in my home state of California, Meghan said. Okay, I'm confused here because if I'm not wrong, you guys tell me because you guys are great in the comment section. Isn't this show like a year old already? Like once it hits March, it's gonna be a year old. So I don't know how, I'm trying to look at it through the PR tech point of view. What did they talk about? What was the script like? Because if they talk about anything that was going on then, a year later, that's not gonna be right. But again, let's continue. It says, I'm thankful to my partners Netflix for supporting me in delaying the launch as we focus on those impacted by the wildfires in my state of California, Meghan said in her statement. As we focus on the needs, as we, like, what are you doing? And would anyone have connected the two if she hadn't made such public announcement? It just doesn't make sense what she's trying to say here, because it kind of feels like she's trying to play it safe because of all the heat she's been taking in, especially after she went to go visit the evacuation center. It was definitely her quick stop at the wildfire evacuation centers that left people rolling her eyes. That's what I'm telling you. And a lot of people are online are saying the same thing. One person commented, this isn't about the wildfires, it's about the PR team trying to dodge more criticism. I agree 1000% with that comment. 1000%. Because Meghan has a history of these calculated PR moves. Most definitely she does. Let's go back to the article. California is especially meaningful to the Duchess of Sussex, 43. She now resides in Montecito with her husband, Prince Harry, and their children, Prince Archie, 5, Princess Elizabeth, 3. But she... Is anybody else exhausted with this woman? But she was also born and raised in Los Angeles. Her new series, With Love Meghan, includes a thoughtful nod to her home state and her strong connection to it. Like, I can't take it. She really is exhausting. I can't imagine working for her, being on the Netflix team, being on her actual team, because everything she does feels staged, because it is staged. It is 1000% staged. I apologize. I am getting heated because I understand how these conversations go when you're sitting at a table with a personality, with a person that is trying to run the entire thing, and they're like, but this is my project, but this is my baby, but this is like, calm down, it's just a show, it's just a video. It's like sometimes you have to calm them down because they feel like they're so big, there's like the world revolves around them, and it can get a little bit annoying, and it is something that is just so exhausting to see over and over again for her to continue repeating. Because here's the thing, if the show delay was really for helping and providing support for wildfire victims, why not use the show's release to actually raise awareness? We've done this time and time again, and you've seen it where you go to the movies and it shows like proceeds will go to this. Is if you need help, this production was filmed before da. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a real production team does when they delay things or when they don't delay things, because most often things do not get delayed unless you have someone across the table nagging you. I can feel myself back on that table where someone's like, it's my baby, it's my project, this is all about me, me. I've dealt with those kind of people, and sometimes you just throw your hands and you're like, you know what? Yeah, it is your baby. You know what? Yeah, go do whatever you want. So honestly, they didn't need to delay the show whatsoever. They just needed to say some of the proceeds of the show will go to and benefit victims, because a lot of victims didn't have or don't have insurance because the insurance companies were leaving. This would have been more impactful. It would have actually been better for her in a PR point of view. Instead of convincing Netflix to delay her show, she should have convinced Netflix to offer some of its proceeds to the ones affected in the wildfires. That would have been 1000% so much better, and it would have made so much sense, and would have looked beautiful on her site. It would have helped her 1000% in her PR point of view. That would have felt more impactful than pushing the release date and calling it solidarity. Like, what? No. So let's go back to the article. The couple welcomed friends and loved ones who were forced to evacuate. Okay, again with the friends. How many friends does Meghan have? Like, truly friends. And how many people does she really invite? I honestly don't think if I lived in California and I lost my home and I asked for her help, she would have been like, you who? Or if she would have helped me, she's like, you are now my friend. You are now my friend. I get to call you my friend. You know, like, and then she would have put me right next to her, because I've had people do this, put me right next to her and say like, this is my friend and I helped her. Poor star, I'm helping her. That's the kind of friend I think she is, honestly. Using like a victim to elevate herself. That's her kind of elevation. That's my cat if you can hear it. Later, they met with the World Centered Kitchen founder Jose Andres at the food stations to command the relief teams. I cannot stop without rolling my eyes. Like, I have to stop to roll my eyes with this. Through their Archwell Foundation, they made financial contributions. How much? Okay, you don't need to tell us, but did you really? Did you really? And are committed to continuing their support for recovery and rebuilding efforts with plans for future visits. Okay, so right here, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to, but it doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem right. I know she knows, because she's obsessed with herself, that she is looking at her feed and she has Google notifications on her name. She had not said that there were contributions in her original post for Archwell Foundation. When they released the memo from the office of the Sussex team, that office memo, they never said that they were giving money. And you know, if they released a memo, they were going to say they gave money, but they didn't. So this just comes after the fact that all that information has come out on her, that she was just taking up space and time from people that were actually helping. This to me is like, something smells weird. In the last few days, wildfires in Southern California have raged through neighborhoods and devastated families, homes, schools, and medical centers, and so much more, affecting tens of thousands from all walks of life, Harry and Meghan said in a statement on their official Sussex website. I know, we were just talking about it. Let's see. Yeah. From the office of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. That word does not come naturally to me. Okay, see, there's nothing here that they donated money. Let's see. Support, get back. Yep, nothing. Okay. The couple's Archwell Foundation is also determining the most impactful ways to support community during this crisis, as well as looking for opportunities to assist with mental health recovery for those in immediate need and long-term health. Mental health? Am I not the only one that feels like they're the ones that need mental health? I am honestly shocked. Like, I cannot believe these people don't look at themselves in the mirror, or all that criticism, they don't take it in, and they're like, you know what? People are all coming to the same conclusion. Maybe just maybe we start listening to other people instead of the ones that are in our heads, we could change things around. I will be the first one to say that change is not easy. It's never easy for people, for anyone. Change is the hardest thing you do as a human being. But these people are not even acting like human beings. Like they're not even comfortable in their own skin. And Meghan comes off as Miss I know everything. I can control everything. I know better than you, than you, than you, than you. Your opinion, experience does not matter. The only thing that matters is what my head is telling me, or the people in her head is telling her. But let's continue. Filmed in Montecito, California, Meghan is seen in the show cooking in the kitchen, cooking in the kitchen, not her kitchen, right? Tending a beehive, arranging flowers at the shop, hosting a variety of friends, guests, including her husband. I've always loved cooking something pretty ordinary and elevating it. Meghan's always talking about elevating and using her platform for good, but gestures like this feel more performative than productive. Honestly, like delaying a cooking show doesn't exactly scream making a difference, does it? And honestly, this feels like Meghan and her team deciding the narrative again. And I say her team in her head. I'm not meaning her team around her, because she's obviously not listening to that. I feel like she went into Netflix studios and she demanded with fist on the table. Like, no, you have to, but it's my show. I don't want it to be overshadowed. That's how I feel. I've seen people like that, and trust me, it comes to the point where people are just like, let them do what they want. Let them do. Let them drown themselves. That's fine. All right, so it continues to surprising, says a promo show, surprising people with moments to let them know I'm really thinking about them. That's why you should have released your show and put a little memo in the beginning saying some of the proceeds, or we're thinking about you, 10% is going to da 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 da. That's how you make it. That's how you elevate, period. Netflix describes the show as inspiring series. If it's so inspiring, then why delay it? Why delay it? If it's such an that's what we need right now for the California wildfires. People need inspiration. If it's such an inspiring series, release it on January 15th. I don't know what to say. Meghan just loves the cringe factor, and she lives perfectly comfortable in the cringe factor. Just release it on January 15th, because the cringe level meter has broken. Like, we are over it. We're done. This show is old already. This show is exhausting. She's exhausting. I've been following Meghan, and now somebody had asked me, how long have you been following Meghan? I have been following Meghan for about a year and a half, but I kept seeing videos that did not discuss the technical side of her business. And I knew people kept missing the mark on all those technical PR moments. And this is one of them, because I've been in production. I know exactly how you can help. You don't have to delay. You just have to say, like, hey, let's do this for California. My show's coming up. I want to give some. You know those things when you go to a store, Hobby Lobby, Burger King, it doesn't matter, any store, and they say, do you want to round up to, let's say it's $1.92, do you want to round up your 8 cents to $2 so you can donate to the fires? This is precisely the same thing. They could have used it as, you can donate through here, right here, this is the information, da da da. It would have just been 10 times so much better. But for anyone paying attention, it feels like a very calculated PR stunt again. She just had one with the dog, with visiting the wildfire evacuation center. It's like, it's not even been a month and she already has 3 calculated PR stunts. And truly, it could have been a thoughtful gesture if she would not have delayed it. But she thinks delaying it is a thoughtful gesture. It's not. She could have done better. If Meghan really wanted to be sincere, she should have just let the show continue running as it is and use that show as her platform to help California victims. That's my take. Because if you keep making moves that seem more optics than real impact, you're going to lose the trust in your audience. And she already has. She already has. All right, guys, that is all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.